Alright, welcome to the Google Sites webinar, and today we're going to run through going through and taking a look at how to make a Google site. And so the first thing that we need to do is sign into our Google account. So we're at google.com, and assuming that you've already created your account, we're going to sign in. And so now up above, what you're going to have is, once you sign in, you're going to have these tools up here. And if you don't see the word sites, click on more, and somewhere in that more you'll see sites. Now mine looks a little bit different just because of the fact that we have I've created a bunch of different ones. So we'll start from scratch, which is over here on the left hand side, which is create. So I select create. Now starting here is what you'll see is some templates. If you don't like the templates, you can browse the gallery for more. Take a look. Now the downfall to using a template is they're going to have pages and things created for you, and so sometimes the pages aren't exactly what you want, or and then you're going to have to go in and change. And so I do suggest starting from a blank template, which is the default. And so I'll just select blank template. It's got the red box around it, tells me that I've selected it. We'll name our site, and so this is, I'll just name it January webinar. You'll notice down below here that what you see is the Google Sites address. Now you can change that if you want. I'm just going to leave it the same. Select a theme. So this will be what your website will look like. This can be changed at a different time. And so browse through them, take a look at what you want. I'm just going to select the treehouse one. You want to click on more options. You can label your site, whether or not it's or a site description. So if you're teaching English or you're doing something along that line, you can. And so we'll just label it, this is general. You don't have to describe it or anything. I'm going to share it with everyone in the world, and obviously your site shouldn't contain mature content, so we don't need to click on that box. If it asks for the code, put the code in and hit create. It'll think for a little bit, it'll make your site, and this is what pops up. Now what you see is going to be your site. It's nothing that, with HTML and things, sometimes what you see isn't oftentimes what you get. And so with this, basically what you see is what you get. Things can be changed around, like if you don't like the sidebar, you'd rather have tabs above, we can do that as well. But we'll start with first the tools up above. And so what you have here is the edit page button. So if I want to edit the page, I'll show that in just a second. You have the new page button, so when you want to create a new page. And you also have the more actions, which will bring up a bunch of different things here to go through as well. And then your share. And you've already chosen to share it with the world. And so that doesn't really need to be changed unless you're going to collaborate with people. If you're going to collaborate with people, you can create the same, or you can add content at the same time. And so if I want to add Mary, I can add her, and I just click share and save. But and then her and I can work on the website at the same time. Now the edit page button, if you take a look at that, so I clicked on edit page. Now I get to set a different tool. So here's my toolbar, very basic, kind of looks like a Microsoft Word toolbar with your bold, italic, font size, font. Now there's not a lot of fonts to choose from, and so if you want, leave it at normal. It's nice to maybe go up font size. 10 can be a little small. Then you have bold, italic, underline, your text color, your text background color. If you want to create a link, a numbered list, bulleted list, indent, increase indent, decrease indent, line left, center, and right. This also removes formatting, and then if you want to mess around with the HTML, you just click on that. And so now, as you see the clicking or the cursor here, so now I can type. So this is the home page. Okay. Now if I were to hit save, that's what goes on my website. And that's what it looks like. Now if I want to get back in to edit, I'm just going to edit. And you always want to hit that save button after you've worked for a little bit, just in case. Now you have a couple tools up above here as well. You have the insert, the format, table, and layout tabs. We're going to start with the layout tab. And so if I click on that, it comes up with some options for me. Now, one column simple, which is the default, does not allow you to edit, have a text box here or have a text box here. It's just one big text box that goes down. So if I want to add something here, I need to hit return a couple times, add my words. If I want to add something here, I got to do that. And so kind of the formatting becomes difficult. And so what I suggest, if you like the one column, do layout, do one column and the one that's not simple. Because what you're going to get now is a couple text boxes above and below. And here's one down here as well. And so it allows you to do just a little bit more without having to mess with formatting a whole lot. Obviously the two column, I like to keep it, stay away from the simple one. So here's your two columns. Now if I hit save, notice that the amount of space, it does not increase between my title and my text unless I put something there. So this is the text box, and then if I hit save, it puts something there as well. Okay? And so again, what that top one does is allows you just a little more flexibility. So I'm just going to go back to one column like this. Okay? Now, table, if I want to insert a table, it's just like in Microsoft Word, whatever you're going to use, is you choose your table. It's a good way to set things up, and if you want to do like buttons on your site, kind of a nice way to do buttons easily. That's insert table. Formatting, a lot of this stuff can be done on the toolbar here, and so we really don't worry about that. The only ones that maybe you really need to know is superscript, subscript, and strike through. Other than that, a lot of the stuff, like I said, can be done here. The insert function here, the insert tab, is something that you'll probably use more than not. As if you take a look at insert, this is where you can insert images, links. If you want to do a table of contents, you can. If you want to do horizontal lines, are nice to break things up on your pages. You can also insert a text box, not super necessary unless you're going to set some text boxes offset in your page. And then what you can do from Google actually is insert your documents, presentations, a calendar, all that kind of stuff right here, your video from Google. And so if I want to insert a presentation, we have insert presentation, and what will come up is actually all my presentations that I have in my Google Docs. So if you have, for instance, some PowerPoints that maybe need to be converted, you'd want to go into your documents in Google Docs and upload your files, your PowerPoints, convert them to a Google presentation, and just insert presentation. And once it stops thinking, your presentations will come up. And so if I want to insert this one, I just select it. I like to go up a little bit bigger and hit save. Now the one thing to keep in mind if you want to make sure that those show up is make sure your documents or your presentation is set to public on the web, which is in your share options in Google Presentations. And you just change it to public on the web, because if it's private, not everybody's going to have access to that unless they sign into their Google account, and as long as they have access to that link and you've given them access. So if you keep it public, anybody will be able to see that. And so very important to make sure if you're going to insert presentations or anything from Google that the permissions are set to public. Now you'll notice that My presentation doesn't come up, but once I hit save, now here's my presentation, and people will be able to click through it on my website. Okay. So that's the edit page button with the tabs and the tools. Just basically a glorified Word document. Hit save, and away you go. Now the one thing that you might want to do is actually insert some links, and so if I go to the Merved website and I want to use this link, what I'm going to do is copy this URL, and let's say, and then we'll type in Merved homepage, highlight it, and then I select link. So I typed it, highlighted it, select link. Now over on the left hand side you have three options: existing page, web address, or app script. We're going to choose web address. We're going to paste that link in there. I always like to select open link in a new window. That way when people don't get lost, it'll pop up in a new tab. And I click OK. If I hit save, now this is a link. It'll pop up in a new window. It'll bring me to Merved. Now as you start creating pages, you can actually link, if you want to create links on your home page, if you have buttons, things like that, you can link to other pages if you want to get rid of this sidebar. Now if you want to create more pages, for instance, we're going to create an About Me page. I click on the New Page button, which is up by the Edit Page button. I'm going to name this page. There are different templates that you can use: web page, announcements, file cabinet, or list. I like to stick with the web page. Now, if I want to put it at top level, what this will do, and I'll do it to show you, but it'll actually create an equal page to my top level pages. So I hit create, and now the About Me is equal to home. Okay. If I were to put that under home, this will actually be indented a little bit and categorized under home. And so where that comes in handy is if we go to create another page here, and I'll just say it's my 10th grade class. It's a web page. We're going to put this one at top level. I hit create. If I want to create pages underneath 10th grade, for instance, so under 10th grade, I'm going to have announcements. It's a web page, and now I'm going to put this one under 10th grade, and I hit create. And so what you see here now is 10th grade now has subpages. And so top level means here, and if you're going to put things places, put them underneath the correct pages. They're subpages. Okay. So as we go back to the About Me page, what we're going to do is we're going to edit this page. I'm going to insert a photo of myself. So I'm going to pull this picture. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to copy this image URL. So I right-clicked on my picture, copy image URL, go back to my site, insert image, and now I can do two things. Okay, if I've saved that image to my desktop, hard drive, whatever, I can go find that file. But since I just copied the URL, what I'm going to do is click on this one, I hit paste, and up pops my picture. Click OK. Now within my picture I have different options as well. And so I can make it small, medium, large, original size. We're going to go back to small. I'm going to have text wrapping on, and so as I type around it, I can type around it. Okay, and so you kind of get the picture. Now I'm going to hit save, and there's a picture. There's About Me. And so in Google Sites, it really is as simple as editing a page, inserting an image, putting your things down. And if you're going to create a new page, you just do it new page, put it where you want it, edit it, And the cool thing is the editing features don't change from page to page. They're all the same. The tools are the same, linking is the same, and everything. Now, let's say I have set up, for instance, some people will want to do this. We're going to insert a table here. We're going to create something like buttons. So we'll set up 3. Oops. Trying to select my whole table here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create buttons, and I'm doing this fast so they're not all equal, but and so this is going to be 10th grade. What I'm going to do is I'll center it. Oops, centered more than that. We'll just center this. Excuse me. Make the text a little bigger. We'll make it bold, make it stand out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this to this 10th grade page. So I'm going to hit link. Here's my existing page. There's 10th grade. And then I click OK. I hit save. And now I've kind of created buttons for 10th grade. So if they want to go there, they click on that. It brings them to the 10th grade page. And so what I've done is I've linked inside of my web page to another website, to a page inside my website. So that's edit page and new page. I went through the insert function. That's huge. We'll run through some of these settings here real quick. So if I click on more and I go to revision history, I'll be able to see which versions, or if I screwed up and something's bad, I can click back and actually revert to different versions if I want to. I can compare them side by side or see the edits that were made if I want to go back to revision history. Under the more options as well, you can subscribe to page changes. This will give you an email every time something is updated. Nice if you're collaborating things, so you know when people have changed things. Page settings. A couple things that will be clicked will be show page title. That'll just be up here. Show links to subpages, which will be on the bottom. You can allow people to attach things or allow comments. So if you want people to comment on things, just click on that. A little comment box will come up on the bottom. Under more as well, that you'll want to maybe take a look at is manage site. More manage site. And this is actually going to have a lot of things about your website right here. This is where you can change the site name, all that kind of stuff. If you want to check it to mobile, it'll automatically adjust to mobile phones. That's kind of a nice thing to have. And you also want to take a look at over on the left-hand side as we go through here is the one that will probably be used the most is site layout. As what you can do actually, this is getting a little bit advanced, but what we can do is actually add a sidebar item. And I'll show you what this does. So I'm going to add a navigation sidebar item. And I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to add a page. So I'm just going to throw the About Me page there, which is already in one, but just to show you here, and then we'll click OK. I'm going to go back to my page. I've hit save, and I'm going to go back to my page. And now what I have is another navigation button. And so what I can do, actually, this can be 10th grade, 8th grade, 5th grade, whatever. I can set up different navigation boxes to set that off from just one giant side here, or sidebar. Go back to our managed site, go back to site layout, and you can also actually change it to so it has a bar on top instead of along the left-hand side. And so what we do is we go to change site layout, check off of sidebar, and check on horizontal navigation bar. This is also where you can change your header and your footer, things like that, if you so choose. Click on OK. Click on Save. Go back to my website. And now you'll notice one thing. As you did that, you only have your home button. We have to start adding pages individually if we do that. So if I go back to More, manage site, site layout. I have to go to edit horizontal navigation content because now I have to add my pages individually that they don't go automatically on the navigation bar. And so if I click on that, you'll notice there's only one page here. And so if I want to add pages, I just go to add page. Now I'm going to add 10th grade. Click OK. I also need to add my pages that were under 10th grade, which was announcements. Click OK. And now you'll notice that these are at the same level. I don't want these at the same level because this announcement page is under 10th grade. And so what I do is I click this indent button, and now that'll put it underneath 10th grade. Okay, I got to go back and I got to add About Me. Click OK. Now you'll notice that About Me is too far indented. I need it over to the left, so it's equal, and I actually want it underneath my Home button. You can change the style if you want them boxes, tabs, or links. I'm going to change them to tabs. Click OK. Click Save. Go back to my website, and here you'll see there are my tabs. Now as I roll over 10th grade, you'll notice the announcements come up. Kind of a little nicer to lay it out as opposed to the sidebar. Gives you a little more room on your page as well, and kind of a little more organized. Other things that you want to take a look at under Manage Site is if you go back to Site Layout, anytime you add a page now from here on out, you have to manually go in and add it underneath Edit Horizontal Navigation Bar. You can also add direct links, and so let's say I want to link directly to the Merved site and I want that link to be up top. I'm going to go to the Merved homepage. I'm going to copy that URL, go back there. I'm already in my site layout, and where it says Add URL, I'm going to click on that. I'm just going to label that Merved. I'm going to paste that URL in there and click OK. Now when I go back to my website, here I have a Merved link, and it links directly to Merved, right up on top there. And so really the possibilities are endless for what you want to do. The other thing that you want to take a look at, maybe if you want to change your theme, is just under Themes. Here's where you can change your own, or you can build your own from here, which will ask you by color, things like that. It actually just brings you into colors and fonts. But if you want to change your theme, just select one, click Save. Changes have been saved. Go back to your website, and your theme has changed. Pretty simple. And all you want to do, if you need to edit a page, you just go to that page, click on the Edit button, and now you can edit away. Make sure you're always hitting Save. And that's Google Sites really in a nutshell. Went through kind of fast, and so if you need to stop, rewind, play, you sure can do that. Next webinar will come February 6th of 2012, when we will do apps to create with, apps that your students can use to get to the top of Bloom's taxonomy. And so that's what we're going to do on the 6th of February. And so